current benchmark for isiZulu is held by Facebook's MMS for a standard transcription model. And they have a word error rate, which describes the error of a model, at around 0.7. This is a huge improvement from Whisper's error rate of 3.7, but it's still not good enough to put that model into production to serve their community. And the amazing team of researchers at Lelapa AI are able to bring down that word error rate to 0.3 with the same amount of data, but with smaller models. And our approach to developing technology is a holistically different one. Optimize on path of data efficiency in multiple parts of this process. So our data is heavily contextual and grounded in the domain. We make sure that we focus on quality rather than quantity. For our model performance, we rely on techniques like active, ensemble, and transfer learning to bolster model performance. We do heavy error analysis with linguist-in-the-loop evaluations to make sure we get to where we need to be. But we also like little, because little is in opposition to the harm that language has brought upon the world, and particularly within the African context, when language models claim to support our languages but actually don't, and then push out local players in the field. When our researchers are left off of research papers and not credited for the work that they have done. In the case of labor abuse, where Africans are used to produce and label data below minimum wage and exposed to moderating content that is bad for their psychology. It's also indirectly harmful when we think about how large language models use lots of energy consumption and the impact of that on climate change and on Africa. The right to build technology in the languages of our ancestors is the right to future imaginary. Words of my father are written here on my arm. As we bound down the potential of multiple possible paths, may we remind each other, be careful, but don't be afraid.